Okay.
Oh,
Ooh.
oh no.
Are we live? There's probably an ad being pushed to everybody right now, so I'm gonna wait like 15 seconds.
Oh, fancy.
For those non-skippable ads.
You testing out some non-skippable stuff, Jason? What's going on here?
I don't know, man. Sometimes I start watching people's live videos and it's just like, you can't skip this app. I'm like, I'm missing out on what they're talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
So while everyone sits through the ads, for those of you who are watching after the fact, make sure to check the description box below and the first comment for the time codes of what we'll be talking about today. Just a little bit of preview. We'll be talking about this whole rumor about the 8K coming to the A7S3 and the 4K 480 FPS, and a little bit about the whole was it DPReview Awards, Danny? Was it DP?
Yeah, I think they're acknowledging quite a few. I thought it was all Sony cameras for the most part. Just quite a few Sony cameras being acknowledged.
But there are a few
Sony
other
lenses.
Yeah, a few others that got picked. We'll go over that a little bit about that today, and then
go
ahead.
And while they're at it, Jason, they got to hit that like button, man, because they got fired up for today, man. Hit that like button. Support Jason Vong's channel here, guys. Hit the like button if you haven't done so already.
Thank you. So generally, those are going to be our two topics, and for those of you who are watching after the fact, don't forget to hit the like button. Very cool. Awesome.
All right.
Okay, what is up? Okay, it looks like we're live. That's good. We're seeing a lot of people on. And by the way, we're not going to start talking about the news topic until maybe like 20 or 30 minutes into the show. And the show doesn't officially start until 7 p.m. Pacific time. So, Eli says, "Hey guys, I see you. I got YouTube Premium, so."
Oh, fancy.
He saw all that. He saw the Mac talking.
Did you ever jump on the YouTube Premium stuff, Jason?
It's expensive. How much is YouTube Premium?
Well, I get it with the combination of Google Music, so it's like $14.99, and I share with like my brothers too.
I don't know, man. There's just too many things that we're subscribed to: Spotify, Netflix, and yeah, and Netflix is canceling Daredevil. Like, what the heck is that? I gotta jump on that Disney Plus BS. It's too much, man. Chris Imamura says Monday Live with Jason and Danny. Yes.
Woo. Let's see. Eli says, I hit the like button and it unliked because I was already liked. Any advice?
Give it 2 thumbs down while you're at it.
Oh, no.
Ooh. Morgan Treester. I met Jimmy with Sony last week. Nice. Jimmy's awesome. Out and about. Ask Danny and Jason, are you guys coming to Vancouver for the Sony event in February?
Oh my God. There's an event in Vancouver?
Yeah, there's a V Alpha event in Vancouver.
Oh, wow.
What is the date for that again? Can you let me know so I'll let the other fine people on the chat know when that is? Unfortunately, I don't think so. I think they're tired of inviting me to V Alpha.
It's like every event they go, Jason's here? Where's Jason?
How did you get here? Why are you in Seattle? New York?
They won't leave us alone.
Carlo Walton, greetings from New Mexico. Let's see. Oh, I lost it. Oh, whoa. How did I miss that? There's a super chat donation from Andre Gant. Sincerely from a man with disposable income with that $1.99 chat donation. Thank you.
That goes a long way.
Yes. If you like what we do, you find our stuff helpful, hit that super chat donation button as well if you like. And we'll address any comments or questions first. It will even interrupt the show for us. Ask your question.
Yannick says Jason is glad he's the host today. No like button action from Danny today. Are you sure? Hit that like button. Hit that like button.
I wanted to make sure that it cuts to your angle so that you can flash the like button.
Oh man.
Attila Hardy, I hate you, Jason. After buying your buying guide 33 times, I want to get the A9 instead of the A7 III. Oh boy.
That's right. That's a good decision. You should do it. Get
What
the A9.
did you get the A9? Because the deal was, they think the deal ended yesterday.
Oh, I'm not gonna get a second one, man. Forget that.
For 1,000. Well, I mean, I was talking to Attila.
Oh, yeah.
I know you're not getting a second A9.
I'll just get it right here.
A9 Mark II. See here, Eli, Jason really flexing that TV in the background. Oh, don't worry about that one. That's gonna get replaced pretty soon. What? Anyways.
I heard that was a Sony 8K TV you got back there, Jason.
Oh yeah, God, I'm prepared for that.
You gotta get ready. Gotta get that 8K content ready for the A7S III, man. You know what I'm saying?
8K on a camera. My goodness, I'm still rocking a 1080p TV, man.
That's right.
And it still looks pretty good.
I mean, it looks good with that bouquet right there, Jason. You know what I'm saying? When you look at the back of it.
Yeah, with the random Google Chrome background. I don't even know what this is. Horse. Oh. Okay, let's see.
Eli dropping $1.99 on the super chat, saying, "Oh wow, the super chat works."
Oh, Eli, thank you so much. You're awesome. And for those of you who are just filing into the live show, we start the show at 7 p.m. when we're getting to the news topic around 7:15 or 7:20. So hang in tight, get comfortable, introduce yourself to the other folks in the chat, and just chat with us for another 7 minutes.
Enco M saying, "Hey guys, what do you think about the problem that there is no good, cheap full frame in mirrorless like the Nikon D610, for example? The Sony a7 Mark III and an Alpha 6500 body with lower specs would be great." I mean, technically, Enco, the a7 II would kind of fall, I think, would fall into that place of the lower tiered full frame option. I mean, it's not, I mean, it doesn't have all this bells and whistles the a7 III, but if you needed a full frame camera to get you by, I felt like the a7 II could do that.
Yeah.
Just a thought.
I just got the A7 II on loan.
Oh.
Just to try it out, just to check it out. My goodness, man. We jumped. The A7 III really took leaps and bounds with the autofocus.
I know.
AF points. Oh my goodness.
It's like going back to a dinosaur, man. I'm telling you.
They call it, and they don't call it Super 35 mode, Danny. They call it APS-C size capture. I'm like, what? What is?
It's all the same.
In my library.
Just a little different, you know, just a little different.
I was like, where's this? Where's that? Where's the joystick? Ooh, Raju, Tech to Teach. Hey, what to choose? Osmo Pocket or the Weeble Lab? They're two entirely different gimbals.
The Osmo Pocket came out recently. That's the new one.
Yeah.
That's the thing that all of a sudden everyone's NDA cleared and everyone had a video on it, right? Like one day it pops up and like 25 different YouTubers had it.
Yeah, flipping Sydney Diongson coming out of nowhere with that Osmo Pocket. I was like, how did you even get that?
I'm just like, whoa, there's so many videos coming out for it. It looks pretty cool. I
a full blown review already. I don't know. What do you think about it, Danny? We can talk a little bit about it.
I mean, I looking at it, I think it's a great alternative. The whole point of it being, you know, it's as big as like this Zoom H1, right? Yeah. And it records really good video, and it has a gimbal basically on there, and it stabilizes the footage. So if you're trying to vlog, I think the only issue was that you need to extend it further out because it's not wide enough.
It's 26 millimeter, I think.
Right. So unless you have really long arms, it's really difficult to get a wide shot. And I think there's accessories they said for audio later that you're going to be able to get. So, we got some super chats too.
Ooh, right here, Travis Morrison Macau, $4.99. Smash that like button. Appreciate it.
Hold on. Let me get that ready. There we go. Oh no, I just clicked something else. Oh god. There we go. Hit that like button. And Adela Hardy dropping $1 also for super chat. Thank you.
Thank you. How are you seeing all? How am I not even seeing any of these super chat donations? That is weird.
You got them. You got them no sync super chat glasses on, Jason.
Oh my gosh! Please help me keep track, Danny. I want to give these people the proper credit and a proper thank you. Rest in peace, GoPro. What's the sensor size on the GoPro, Danny? Do you know?
think it's like 1 2/3 or something like that, or whatever it is. It's not.
So the
It's
same
not a
as.
1 inch. It's not a 1 inch sensor. It's the one smaller than that. The next one smaller.
So it's the same as the Osmo.
I believe so. Yeah.
All
Someone,
right.
Le Monarchy says, I think the coolest thing about the Osmo Pocket is that it has object tracking while you're shooting. I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, it has like the
Right.
face detection too.
Right. So if you wanted to record some B-roll or talk to it, you could have it track you as you're moving. I was like, that's pretty good. It's pretty good.
So you got the RX0 being 1 inch sensor size, and then you got these two other ones on the 1 2/3, 1/2, what 1 1 2. Well, I don't even know 1/2.3 inch.
Something like that. Yeah, whatever those numbers come out to be, roughly.
Attila Hardy, Jason only sees super chats over 25.
One day it's going to be over 9,000.
Yeah,
That's
my push notification only happens when super chat donation goes over $25. Nah, I'm messing. I have no idea why that's not working right now. But Daniel will help me keep track.
I hope so. That's hopefully I can. Let's see. Toma Dumitru. Should I buy an A7R3 or wait for the next one if they will put 4K at 60 FPS? But I think they will put that in the S3. What do you think, Jason?
I don't know. I don't know.
Whatever this A7S3, I think we all can agree it's very likely it will have 4K 60p. Very, very likely. When the A7R3's A7R4 is coming out, we have no idea though. That could be another 2 years down the line. Could be tomorrow. I mean, who knows?
We were just talking like a little bit before hopping on the live that we literally just got the A7R3 last year. This time last year. So for it to have that quote unquote 60 megapixel and all the whole bells and whistles this soon, I don't know.
Who knows, man? Maybe Sony will just go 100 megapixels, man.
Camera refresh is just too fast. if the A7R4 just pops in tomorrow, that's just unless we're talking about A9R, that's like.
Alex Sandoval says Danny needs a graph showing how close he is from getting the 400 millimeter f2.8.
That's true. You need a little meter.
Oh my god.
That shows like what the amount is.
Probably like a few $100 in, maybe. Still far away. I'm thinking
service.
I don't know, man. Maybe the next live show you'll just see it behind me. You know, who knows? You could be right there.
It should be like a little picture. It's like the opacity is like what? Oh no, it's an outline, right? But then as you get closer and closer, it's like it shows more of the 400.
I mean, you know what? Now that I think about it, it's possible. Oh, you know, Jason. Before I know this live show starts soon, but I don't know. Go ahead and start the live show. I'll tell you just a little bit right now.
Okay. All right. Okay. So it's 7 p.m., guys. Welcome back to another Monday live / potato live. Hopefully, the connection is good and all of our feed is just non-pixely and we're looking good and we're sounding good. Let us know if you have any issues. But join with me on the other side of on the other side of the screen is Mr. Danny, aka that one camera guy. Go ahead and say hi.
What is good, everybody? Just letting you know, it's really great to be here today. And don't just please ignore the thing that's blinking on the screen. But it's nice to be back.
Danny has all the cool gadgets on his side. Unfortunately, I don't have that kind of what is it? OBS software set up on my computer. Not yet.
Soon he will get that.
Not yet. I need Danny to come over and help me configure all this mumbo jumbo. Anyways, so for those of you who are just joining in or you're new to this live show, we technically actually our whole format is starting off with hashtag NewGear first before we hop into the news topic. So let us know in the chat right now, hashtag NewGear. What did you pick up last week? Let us know, share with us your purchases and how's it been working out for you. And then around 7:15 or 7:20, we're going to jump into the news topic. Go ahead, Danny. What were you going to say?
Oh, yeah. So you know how we were talking about how when someone subscribes or does a super chat, something crazy happens on the screen? Well, I was looking it up. It's actually not that hard to do that. So we'll maybe try it out next week, or you have some like GIF pops up on the screen, or like just some sound effect that plays. I don't know if we can get the sound effect, but I think we can get like the little GIFs to pop up on screen.
Okay. All right.
So
We'll get that working, and then we'll shoot some footage, shoot a GIF of us doing something. I don't know.
It's funny because it's just like it's just a little service you subscribe to, and it links up to your YouTube account, and then it'll run it through OBS. And I was really surprised how easy it was. So yeah, it'll be.
So that means it only works on one channel. So that means both of us would have to subscribe if we want it to work.
Right, but if someone did the super chats, right? If someone did the super chats, it would pop up like for sure.
Automatic. It's automated.
Yeah, it should be automated when something happens, or if someone subscribes. But all right.
Danny will pop on that trial so he can test out that feature.
It'll be fun though. I think it'll be interesting. It'll spice things up a little bit. We'll see what happens. Yeah. You know, the funny thing is they said just be careful when you have people subscribe because they'll have weird usernames and it'll pop up on the screen. So
all right, everyone change their names to a little bit more PG, all right?
Okay. So I guess hashtag NewGear on my end, right? It says, I guess.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with you first.
So I'm supposed to get the Sigma 56 1.4 in today. I've been waiting for it for a long time. I did the pre-order. I thought I was going to get it expedited here, but B&H sent it to me standard shipping, and it's supposed to come in today, but it looks like it's delayed. Ooh. So I'm sad. I wanted to test it out. Hopefully it comes in tomorrow so I can test it out this evening. Tomorrow evening, but that has not come in. But I did order our good dear friend. Did I already? Oh, there it is. Look at this guy.
Oh my, the albino A6000.
the rare albino A6000 out in the wild. Yeah, I went ahead and picked up this kit. And I was shooting a little bit today. I was actually shooting with the A6000, and I was using the good old 55 to 210. Ooh, this honking lens. Right. So I was shooting some soccer and some basketball with it. I was working on another video. I didn't have a whole lot of time, obviously, because we had to get ready for the show. But I tried to squeeze in a little bit of time on that. But really liking it so far. It's fun going back to the older stuff. It seems like Jason's kind of on the same ballpark, testing out some ancient tools.
Oh, yeah.
So
learning. It's like having to like go back and be handicapped with like certain things.
It's a good challenge, you know. I appreciate it more, you know, being able to use the equipment, even though you have access to like an A9 or something like that, right? And then also, I got the cable that you get for the DJI Ronin S. It came in today, so I still don't remember what it really does, other than
$25 for only hitting the record button.
Hey, you know what? It's really helpful, Jason, to be able to hit the record button and not have to do it, you know, from the top up here. Although there was actually an infrared cable that would actually do that already, though. Yeah, it came with the setup, but I don't know, man. Someone in the chat let me know. I don't remember why I got the cable in the first place. I feel so bad.
I don't know. You mentioned something about like it not coming with it, and then they're finally selling it now, and you had to pick it up because it was missing.
Yeah, there was supposed to be something new, a new feature that was enabled for you to be able to use it with the Ronin S. Right. But the cable just came in. I got to refresh myself. What on earth did I just do? So yeah, I don't recall. That's what happens with stuff, man. I hate it, Jason. Don't you hate that? Are you forgetting stuff already? You know, when people just ask you questions about things, I forget
all the time. I'm like,
I forget. You know, someone might ask like, "Hey, how do you turn on the GPS function on this?" I'm like, I don't remember. It's been a long time. I have to watch my old videos just to remind me what it was that it does.
Yeah, I think like at the Sammy's event when I had my workshops, people were coming back to me with like an A7S2, and I'm like, I have not touched this camera in like yeah, understand this. I don't know how I can help you.
Yeah, and the menus don't say exactly the same. You know, you're talking about that, right? How the crop mode was different on the A7 II, but it slightly changes, so it's really hard.
Change. And like with the A7 II, I noticed like, you know, when people were talking about how garbage Sony menu is, I'm like, okay, I can see why this was an issue in the first place, because with the A7 II, things were actually really like all over the place. Versus like when you start using the R2, the S2, and then you get into like the 3 series camera, they're a lot better organized than they once were before. When I was going through the A7 II menu, I was like, what is going on?
It was the ability to do the custom menus in the 3 series that really changed things. Yeah. Because in the previous model, one of the like the A7 II or the A7R2 for that matter, the APS-C mode was such a pain to get to. Like I had to keep a mental note of where in the menu I had to go into to find it, because I don't think with the A7R2 you could assign where the crop mode would go to. You couldn't do like a custom button. You had to physically go to that location.
You do.
I could be wrong.
No,
right?
You're right. You're right.
There was no way to do it. So, but with the newer series, it was much easier with the custom menu option, and they allowed you to do it with the buttons. But it could have been something that Sony could have pulled off with some firmware on those models. But that's what we got to work with.
Cool. Awesome. For those of you who are just joining in, we're still in the hashtag NewGear. We'll be jumping into the news topic of today, like around 7:20, so about another 12 minutes or so. So hang on tight and let us know in the chat what new gear you picked up over the weekend and how it's been working out for you. Cool. Danny, say anything else?
All right. I think that's it, man. That was it. The cable, the camera. I'm waiting for the Sigma 56 1.4.
I'm surprised. I got it. I just don't know where I put it, so I would love to show you guys that. Well, I got the 56, and I already did like a first impressions already, but I'm gonna be taking out that lens and shoot with it some more, along with the 16 and 30, hopefully this weekend. So I'll have a lot more sample footage, test footage with the whole set of Sigma lenses, contemporary, for the Sony a6000 series. I'm gonna try it out over this weekend and report back to you guys how the whole set works out.
That's right. Got to be Jason to it. Jason to it. No sleep for that one camera guy.
You're gonna get it tomorrow, and then you're gonna have a full blown review out already.
2 a.m. release, guys. 2 a.m. release on that video. Good.
Sidney DeYoung's already has like his review up. I'm like, Sidney, lens is not even out yet.
You know, I was getting so mad. I was like, okay, I ordered the lens. It still hasn't come in yet. Sidney's video's out. Jason's video's out. Everybody's video's out. I'm like, God, whatever. Do I even care anymore?
You can't look at it that way. You just
oh, it's fine.
People turn to you. People turn to you for your
it's all lies. They don't.
Expertise.
Oh, shoot.
So that's the 56 right there. And then obviously we're in a different environment. We're in a different space right now. Moved into the new apartment.
Jason, it looks the same, Jason. It looks exactly the same. The only thing is, it looks exactly the same. Everybody in the chat, let me know. It looks exactly the same. It's just
right?
bouquet.
Just a little bit more bouquet.
The bouquet is because what lens are you using, by the way? Quick question.
I'm still using I'm using the Zeiss 40 right now. Zeiss 40 F2.
You're at F2?
I'm at F2.
You're able to move it further back, right? You're able to move it just a little further back to get that effect? Because I don't remember your bouquet looking like that.
Oh no. Okay, so before I was using the 55-1.8 a lot. Now I switched for like the past few live shows. I've been shooting with the 40. I've actually been shooting with the 40 a whole lot. 40's talking head style stuff. So
it looks very creamy. It looks very good.
Thank you. So yeah, we are situated in the new apartment. We're almost done, but a few minor things. But for the most part, we are situated in the new apartment. So we'll have a little bit of a tour and all that good jazz coming out in like a week or so.
Quick question: how's the internet? Is it fire?
You know what? I think it's the same. To be honest with you, it's the same with whatever I got. I would love to pay more, but it's really expensive for the faster internet from Spectrum. So I figured if my previous internet has not failed me, I'll just go with this plan. So.
Don't want it to look like potato, you know what I'm saying?
AJ.2 personal. Don't lie. We all know you just move for the content. That's true. But this is a bigger space from what I was working with before. I was like actually in a tiny little box. I know what the whole, like Danny was like saying, like when he came over to my place, like the way that I shoot makes the room feel bigger than it actually is. But Danny, you can attest how small that little room was, right?
You guys do not realize the space that Jason had to work in, you guys have done well to support him, because I cannot explain to you how tough it would be to shoot in that room that he was in. It was tough, but he made it work. He made it work. So kudos.
So it's actually very liberating now that for the past few days that we've actually been in here. I shot like a few videos and I'm just like, man, I can just really take advantage of like the different spaces. It's not that, okay, it's a little bit bigger for sure, but it's not that big. It's not that spacious. But I can actually have a couch as a set. I can have the TV as a set. Like right now, I can have my own desk as a set. I can move into the bedroom with a lot of natural lights. It's just like so many different options just to keep things fresh. And I like that a lot. So it just
Jason, aren't you? Isn't that the closet? Look, isn't that the closet that you're in right now? Is it big, right?
The closet is pretty, spacious for a closet. So maybe I'll shoot.
No, I'm like, aren't you shooting inside of the closet right now? It's pretty big, right?
Gonna have to come out of the closet later. Get some fresh air.
Oh man,
Matt Gray, dropping that $20 super chat donation. Good evening, gentlemen, and thanks for your time. Well, thank you, Matt.
Thank you for joining us. Appreciate it, man. And thank you for that $20 super chat.
Okay, let's go ahead and jump into the chats. Hashtag NewGear.
All right, let's see how it went.
Okay, so Steven Pagan, hashtag NewGear, picked up the G Master 16-35 and a water housing for my A7R III. Awesome.
Oh, wow. Ron Lemelin, NewGear A7 III in the Sigma 35 1.4 art.
Let's see here. Patrick Chang, hashtag NewGear, sold my 85-18, ordered a Sigma 16 1.4, eventually going to get the 56 1.4 to complete the Sigma Trinity for my A6500. APS-C for life, hashtag APS-C is not dead.
Eddie Reckless says, I thought it was Potato Jet. Sad face. So close.
I'm sorry. We're going to try to get Potato Jet onto the live show.
We're looking at
2019. Potato Jet Live. Potato Live.
Let's see here.
Jimmy
Cody, not Cody. NewGear A6500.
Oh, nice. Going old school. Jimmy Hidalgo, hashtag NewGear A7 III with the Feiyu AK2000.
Oh my goodness.
And
Jeffrey Martz, NewGear SLR anamorphic adapter.
Drohen Kunst, hashtag NewGear Animos Ninja 5 for my Sony a7 III.
That's right. That's right. I was using that today. You know what, man? It's kind of big still, Jason. But it's good. It's a good monitor to record the content.
Big as in the whole thing is big, or it's just thick?
THICC.
Just thinking the same thing.
No, it's fine. I mean, I'm trying to record. I was screen recording the A6000 because I was trying to get like the footage I was shooting, but it can be kind of daunting, kind of a big item still. But I'll make it work. Joey Webb.
Still rocking the Ninja 2 over here. Gosh.
Joey Webb, NewGear, Samyang 35 f2.8.
Nice.
AF.
Dronin, hashtag NewGear DJI Mavic 2 Zoom.
Nice. Eli is asking, Danny, how's the A6000 color collection coming along? Just great. I only have two colors. Only two colors.
Oh, you don't have the black one, huh?
No, I don't.
That's surprising.
If I can get it for $100, I might consider it.
So what is it? There's a white one, a graphite one. Is there a silver one?
Yes.
So there's a silver one, and there's
like a brown. There's like a brown one too.
What?
Yeah.
Only in Japan. Only in Japan would you get multicolor options. Like you can literally select a entry level camera of any sort, like you would get like a Nintendo DS color. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, I mean, I think Pentax, was it Pentax that did the different colors? I don't think it was Pentax, but there was a camera manufacturer that had so many different colorways that they did. So I think it's cool. I mean, if they did more colorways for the cameras.
Austin Brooks, hashtag NewGear. I shoot with the A7 III, but I just got the 16-50 crop for travel and a 3K. Wow, that's a big Gorilla Pod for a tiny little lens. Love the weight and how discreet it is. Well, 3K is a smaller one, right? I'm sorry.
I think so. Just keep going, Jason.
JB Media, hashtag NewGear 2 Young Nua 303 lights. Let me know what kind of lights those are. George Leon, hashtag new gear for Cyber Monday. Flashpoint Evolve 200 with a glow diffuser. Zachary Western, I picked up the D3 mic. It sounds good, but it randomly disconnects. I had an interview shot ruined. Ouch.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Nataka, NewGear, got my Sigma 56 f1.4 today. Tracking said it'd be here tomorrow, so it was a nice surprise.
Oh, rub it in. Just
Dang
rub it
it.
in.
Gotta rub in that burn.
Luke, did we say Lucas Huang yet? 28mm f2. I got bills to pay to fix my car, but I canceled the. Oh, you canceled the 28 for the. Wait, did you cancel to fix your car? Or you canceled the 28 lens.
Canceled the lens. It looks like.
Cancel the car. That's what are you doing, man?
Jason Levin, NewGear, Loxia 21mm.
Nice. Oh, and Eli says he got the 2TB SSD. There's a 2TB SanDisk, little portable hard drive that's on sale right now, like $700, but you can get it for $300. Danny.
Oh wow, what the heck? Why am I even doing on the show right now? Let me go and get that right now. Jason, drop the affiliate link, man. Come on, where is this?
All right, hold on. I already have it ready. SanDisk 2TB.
Everybody, go.
In case anyone wants to pick that up and support the channel, thank you so much. But it's really nice. I personally have the Samsung T5, 1TB. I stopped using those because I upgraded my Razer to have 2TB internally to edit videos off of. I used to use those 1TB tiny little SSDs to edit video, and they're fantastic to hold a lot of projects, a lot of YouTube projects, and several wedding projects that I have to work on. It's really nice.
Dude, isn't it amazing to have 2TB on your laptop? It's game changing. You know, everyone says that all the time.
Yeah. It's just so helpful, you know. It's just so frustrating to when you're on the plane, you're trying to edit, but then your hard drive keeps getting disconnected. So like having everything just lives on a laptop while you're on the go, it just helps so much.
Can't relate, but that's pretty cool though, dude.
Sorry.
Wait. Does the Razer one, the one that you have, does it have 2 slots for M.2s? Does it have 2 slots for hard drives or just 1?
You know what? Good question. I don't know.
Did you get the newer one or is it still the older one? I forgot. Did you switch it out?
This is the
newer one, right?
This is the 4K 2018 version.
Got it. Because I have 2 slots. I have one that's 2TB. I can still get one more, but I don't know if I want to drop $600 to $700 on the really fast one.
Oh man, if it was the $300 for those M2 cards, I would pick up another one. And if I have 2 slots, I probably would upgrade.
Dude, oh my gosh, it's just so amazing having that space, not to have to worry. All right,
we're gonna read off a few more, and then we're gonna jump into today's news topic. MJ Adams, hashtag new gear, Sigma 85 1.4, nice. Photo Me, I pre-ordered a small rig L bracket for the Nikon Z6. Damn.
Michael Mistro, got my Ronin cord today. To Danny, LOL, and 2 more Ronin S tripod stands. I use them on my camera. Michael, can you remind me what the cord's for? Thank you.
Dave Sincere, hashtag new gear Westcott Eyelighter 2, got it from Adorama Black Friday sale, $100 off, normally $299, got it for $199. Oh, hold on. I have to plug this, okay? I'm not getting any affiliate money from this, but tomorrow, December 4th, Tuesday, go to redgiant.com. They're having a 40% sale. And Plural Eyes is a software that Danny and I personally use to sync our audio files. It's ridiculously helpful. Get that so you can sync audios and your video footage fast, super fast, lightning fast. And it'll sync multiple clips, hundreds of clips in like under a couple minutes. It's ridiculous. So redgiant.com tomorrow, 40%.
I think if just to know, if you're just dealing with very, 2 different files, you don't really need it if you're running Premiere, or I think even Final Cut's able to connect stuff. But if you have a lot of multicam stuff, if you ever do that, definitely worth it. Definitely worth it.
Yeah, Plural Eyes, like seriously, it pays itself. Danny and I love using it. Yeah. And to me, it syncs faster than Premiere and Final Cut. Super helpful.
All right, Travis Morrison, new gear, Microsoft Surface Book 2, a family of 5. Just picked up the Sony 100 to 400 for $2,100. Not bad.
Nice. Let's see. Lee Morag, big roll of gaff tape, boys. Nice.
Let's see. Morgan Tracer 2 Tamron 20-75.
Oh, calm down. I have 0 right now. Stop buying it out. Okay, BMB Films, hashtag NewGear, Gorilla Pod for the Canon M50. Oh, man. Oh, George Daniels, hashtag NewGear, Crane 2 on Cyber Monday for $200 off. Very nice. Danny, is there any other ones that you want to read off?
That's it for now.
Okay, all right.
Sorry, guys.
All right, so let's go ahead and jump into today's news topic. And Danny, why don't you flash that like button really quick for those of us?
Oh no, throwing me on the spot right now. There we go. There's the like button if you haven't had a chance to go ahead and hit that on the video.
And we would greatly appreciate if you can hit that like button for today's
video. It actually helped, Jason. Everyone came through the other video. I'm like, that's the first time I've seen that many likes on the video.
Wasn't it like we're at 70 likes and then like it just pushed it over like 100, like 120 or something?
I don't think it's going to happen again after today, but I mean, we really appreciate it.
No, seriously, thank you guys. The likes help a lot too. Likes and comments. And your continual Monday live support by coming on to the show. Yeah. And Kenji Boss here dropping in $2 for the super chat donation. Kenji, thank you so much. You are awesome.
What the heck? See, it's not popping up anymore, like what you're saying about the super chats.
Yeah, it's not popping up for me too. I just have to manually like look at it as I scroll down.
Just to let you know, it's really weird. If it's a smaller amount, it won't pop up at the very top. But we do see it as we scroll down. Thank you, Kenji, for the $2.
that's not on our end. Okay, that's YouTube.
It is YouTube's end. Yes. I think Jason has a setting that says don't show up. It's not X amount of dollars or more.
Not true. There's no such feature. No such feature. Okay,
damn it, Jason, why are you so mean? I just want to say hi.
I see some questions going on right now. We'll have a Q&A towards the end of the show.
In like 5 minutes. All right.
So, news. AK coming to Sony a7S3. 4K at 480 frames per second. So the reason why that I titled this today's Monday Live like that, or the reason why we want to talk about it is because a lot of rumors are popping up, and in particular, EOS HD has been posting that the 8K is coming to the a7S3. And we talked a little bit about this last week on Danny's channel, how Sony released like information about their new 8K sensor, right? They have one for 60 megapixel and another one for 36 megapixel. And so we talked a little bit about that, and Danny and I were kind of going back and forth. We're thinking it won't end up on the a7S3, not the 8K at least, but we can expect to see 4K 60 frames per at least 4K 60 frames per second on the a7S3.
Yeah, because I think the thing about it was that it's the camera, the sensor is capable, but it doesn't mean that the manufacturer is going to unlock it. So it has a lot to do with whatever they're building around that sensor, the CPU, the processing, whatever they're doing. They have to be able to handle the ability to output that 8K. So yeah, it could have the potential for it, but doesn't mean it's actually going to be able to do it in camera. But as Jason's pointing out, I think the 4K 60p makes a lot more sense. But man, dude, 480p at full HD. No, is that 4K? What was it at?
That's 4K. Yeah, it says as for 4K mode at 480 frames per second.
Red cameras don't even do that. I don't even think it's able to do that much. So, but I think I got hammered last time. People were mentioning in the comments after the last video was that it's obviously this is more for the mirrorless cameras or the cameras themselves, not necessarily a cinema camera, the way they're setting it up. So, but yeah, it's insane to be able to do that. But that's just incredible that their sensors can do something to that extent. But whether it's actually going to happen is a different situation.
Right. So both you and I were kind of speculating that it might end up on their more bigger cinema cameras, like an FS5 or FS7.
See, but I don't know. Those are crop censored, and I think these are full frame sensors, from what I understand.
Oh, right. Do you think I don't know if they will upgrade?
It was just the Venice cinema camera, I believe, was full frame. They're using a full frame sensor.
Full frame. So maybe that's on the Venice.
Unless, but I mean, they're third party. I don't know. I could have sworn Panasonic was making their own sensors. Someone let us know if that was the situation, but I don't know if they're going to be using Sony sensors in their Panasonic cameras or even Sigma, for example, going into the future.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Fuji makes their own, or are they? I think they're using Sony stuff too.
Yeah, I don't know. So what Sony Alpha Rumors is saying that the 36 megapixel 8K sensor will be for other third-party manufacturers. They're saying that that's something that they will probably sell, versus with the 60 megapixel, they're keeping it for their own Sony cameras. So they're saying like we can.
Oh,
So it's rumored again. It's rumored that it will probably end up on the 60 megapixel will end up on the A7R4.
you're so smart, Sony. Holding off on that 60 megapixels. That's ingenious.
60.
Jason, what? 60 megapixels? Holy smokes. That's another 18 megapixels on top of the A7R3 or A7R2 already. Man, how much more detail do we need? I mean, it's funny because we always say that, but it's going to be bananas with 60 megapixels.
We'll be able to shoot with any lens and then crop in and get that nice detail on maybe someone's eyes. You don't even need a macro lens anymore.
I'm just
punch into someone's eyes. Just shoot wide, punch into someone's eyes.
I'm just imagining Super 35 mode. Is it going to be like 24 megapixels or something? Your Super 35 mode is giving you an actual, pretty good amount of pixels already.
That's the thing I love about the A7R is just like you're able to still retain such a high megapixel when you're shooting in crop mode. So it's crazy.
But here's the thing. I personally don't see a 60 megapixel A7S3. I doubt it. I don't see that happening. That's my thought on that. But more likely of a full frame, maybe an A9R potentially. To see something like 60 megapixels would be potential. But these are all speculations and all just talking, rumorville.
Yeah, so. It's all rumors. So do not be disappointed if the A7S3 does not have this. We got to keep our expectations low.
Yeah.
On top of that, they're saying that there's going to be two, obviously, dual native ISO with the whole 60 megapixel sensor. You're going to have a native ISO at 64 and another at 400. At 64.
Right. So you're going to get a really low noise floor, so you can have very little noise at 64, and I guess also at 400. That's going to be interesting. I don't know.
We got a question. We got questions. Dixit cases release date for these new cameras. We don't know. It's just all rumors right now. But these are something that Sony released. These are information that they released. They're saying they have 8K full frame sensor with 60 megapixel and a 36 megapixel. So as to when it's going to be in the hands of us prosumers / consumers, we're not sure yet.
But it exists. That's what we know. I mean, the stuff actually exists now. It's not just like a rumor that these sensors, are out in the wilderness. They actually do exist.
It is out there. It is out there. So Nevac 888 asks, would Sony be likely to go towards 6K on the A7S3? Wouldn't 8K cause a lot of heat issues? And that's the thing that like Sony Alpha Rumors is just kind of guessing right now. It's like there's going to be heat issues, and 8K is going to probably cause a lot of problems in such a tiny body, right, Danny?
Yeah, definitely, and that was something in particular they brought up. I could have sworn that was mentioned even with the Sony managers dealing with the heat. That's the reason why you even see the likes of Panasonic with their I think the S1R, much beefier sized body in order to accommodate for that heat generation from the full frame sensor. There's a big difference between a tiny micro four third sensor shooting at 4K 60p versus a full frame generating heat. So I really do hope, maybe the reason why they waited a little bit longer on the A7S3 release was to help figure out some of those solutions and work around it. But yeah, man, 6K, they're already sort of doing it, right? They're taking the 24 megapixel sensor, right? And they're downsampling, or is it pixel binning? It's downsampling, right? That's the correct term.
Something and it keeps that's the one that I use. So they're just
the way that it's doing it in such a way that it keeps a lot of that detail in there. I think that's the way to put it. I forgot. There's like pixel binning and then downsampling. I don't remember the terms exactly, but they're already doing that. But what if they unlocked it to the point where you just get 6K? If you want the 6K, you have the 6K. I think they're already technically doing that. They're just downsampling the files. I imagine. I don't see why not.
Lee Monorock, y'all, the Sony Venice doesn't do 8K60 or 4K 480. So until Sony makes a cine camera of that caliber that can do it, there's no way any of the iterations of the A7S III will. Yeah, that's kind of our guess too. It's just like I don't think such a great thing would come to the mirrorless system just yet.
Just think about the data throughput. Just even doing 4K 60p, I think it's a big file too. I would imagine even 4K, anything with slow motion to that extent is going to take up a lot of data.
And just to be clear, Danny and I are happy to be wrong. If that's something that they can do with absolutely no issues, we're all for it. We're happy to be wrong.
Right. Wink, wink. We'll be happy to be wrong on that one. So what would people do? I mean, imagine Sony tomorrow's like, guys, A7S III, 6K, 4K at a 480 frames per second. What do you do at that point, Jason? What do you do? Like you just run around and jump for joy?
I don't know. Girls.
What would you do with 480p? That kind of frame, that slowdown.
I don't even know, man. I don't even know.
It's probably just like a 1 second burst you can do at that speed.
And trigger. That's it. That 1 second.
1 second, and it's slowed down to however slow that's going to be in 1 second. I don't know what that is, but whatever.
Let's see here. Riptide. I'd be happy if they allow that for 30 frames per second. Shoot, the A7S III doesn't crop at 30 frames per second. He was talking a little bit about the A7 III cropping in 1.2 times when you shoot in 4K 30, which is an odd thing. I don't have an answer to that, unfortunately.
Well, Michael Mistro, he says A7S III 240 slow-mo in full frame 8K, no crop in RAW with built-in ND filters. I heard it from Jason and Danny on the phone. Michael, that stuff's private. You shouldn't be saying anything about that. That's
Michael, you're under NDA, man. That's not cool.
Michael, you gotta stop sharing that conversation we had. All right.
Let's see. Any comments that's sticking out to you, Danny? Selvin Castro asked, will it be around the same price point as the A7S II? So A7S II right now it's like what, $2,400? So when it first came out, it was like $3,200. We can expect it to be either the same, but we're thinking they're going to do a price bump for the A7S III.
Yeah, I'm expecting at least minimum around $3,300 US, if not higher.
Dixit, should I sell my A7R III and wait for the A7R4?
I would say the A7R4 is probably a couple years out, if anything. Tomorrow. It could even be long. Honestly, I mean, the fact that the other competitors, we have to see what the next iteration from Nikon and potentially Canon, but I don't think Sony's like running around like having to release anything. That's the tough part.
Yeah, I mean, like the next sort of big convention that I can think of, and people can help me out with this, it's WPPI. So
yeah,
WPPI trade show in February.
Dude, imagine it's like we go, it's A7R4. What? What? Who knows, man?
Dropping dough.
Who knows?
Dropping dough.
It's so silly, man.
Okay. Anything else, Danny?
Oh no. Not seeing anything crazy out there.
David Lopez, all I want my Sony to do is a flip out screen and better touchscreen control. Can't promise you a flip out screen, but I'm all for a better touch control system as well.
Yeah, I would be happy if they revamped the whole user interface system. It'd be really annoying having other Sony cameras, but it'd be nice to see something different. I really think they should take some ideas from mobile phones, I would say.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome possum. Danny, is there anything else you want to add to this topic of 8K?
Not a whole lot, man. You know what's really funny, Jason? We're having this conversation right now about 8K today, 2018, December. When do you think, give a prediction, do you think we'll be talking about this and clamoring for 10K in our cameras, Jason?
2019, December 3rd.
Next year, right? I'm very curious to see what people's predictions are. Will we be talking about an 8K camera, an actual 8K camera in our hands by 2019? That's By December of 2019, are we going to have an 8K camera in our hands already? That would be interesting.
I don't even know what to do with 8K. Let us know in the chat. What would you do with 8K? Oh my goodness. I don't even have
I don't know.
that can play 8K. This thing is still 1080p, man. 1080p, still good. It still looks just as good.
Who knows, man? I would say probably 2020, but maybe next year. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. People are saying, what, 2020 Tokyo Olympics 8K?
Yeah. 8K.
Ooh.
I don't know how they're going to do it, but
Sony dropping all these telephoto lenses in preparation for that.
I'm struggling with just potato quality, man. I don't even know I'm going to pull off 8K streaming.
Yeah, dude. Some of you guys are watching us on a 4K TV. You do realize our stream is only 720p, right? We're capped out on Google Hangouts right here.
Yes, we are. I'm the weakest link right now, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Someday, Danny. Once 8K comes out, Danny and I will stream in 1080p. I promise you.
That's right. That's right. We'll go back to 480p. All the good stuff.
It ain't potato quality unless we go back.
It reminds me of the days when YouTube was just 360p. There wasn't even 480p. Oh my god.
4x3, 4x3, 8. What was it? 360p.
We were living in the Stone Ages, man. How did we even survive?
I remember I was just like doing math and just like calculating. I was like, what is the best bit rate that I need to export my video in to get the highest quality on YouTube? And then YouTube comes out with a widescreen option. I'm like, damn it. Crop marks and everything.
These kids don't know the struggles today. They don't know the struggles. Now it's all vertical video, Jason. Now it's all vertical video.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on to the next topic. DPReview has recently published their what would you call this? The Emmys for cameras.
I guess so. I mean,
yeah, sort of their own little awards kind of ceremony for like the types of cameras and gadgets, whatever pertains to photography and videography that came out this year, and sort of just kind of award them with like either the best camera, best lens, or the most exciting product of the year. And no surprise, a lot of the Sony stuff made it onto their list, and it's just creating a lot of buzz on a lot of.
But are you surprised though, Jason? Are you really surprised?
No.
Oh, well.
I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm like, okay, yeah, I totally agree.
I'm not too surprised. Did they do like a crop censored one? Did the Fuji win something? Because I could have sworn the Fuji should.
Yes, actually, let me go over the list. So just to save everybody the trouble, without for a different drum rolls. So here's what I got. I'll just read it off my list. A7 III got the mid-range camera of the year and also product of the year. So they got 2 awards from DPReview, which makes absolute sense because the A7 III is just killing it. Everybody and their grandma now has an A7 III. It's a lot of people's introductory camera to the Sony system. So it's a very exciting camera to have. But Fuji X-T3 won the consumer still / video camera of the year.
Yeah, I could see that.
And it makes sense. A lot of people love the Fuji camera for their straight out of the camera JPEGs or straight out of camera photos. And it has 4K 60.
Yeah, they pulled it off.
Video.
Fuji pulled it off.
4K 60. And guess what? The price. Actually, don't even guess. Just tell me what the price is because I don't know what the price is for the.
I thought it was like $1,300.
$1,300.
$1,299 or something like that.
Oh my gosh! So definitely, I can see why the X-T3 won consumer still / video camera of the year. It's pretty insane. The Sony RX100 Mark VI won the compact camera of the year. I know a lot of us kind of ragged on it when it was first announced, how it's a 24 to 200. But there's no more 1.8 for the 24. But when you actually use the RX100 Mark VI, it's really good. Danny, have you got a chance to play with it yet?
I did, but I only used it for like shooting indoor sports, and it was okay.
It was okay.
It's because I'm spoiled. You know, it's really hard when you have options as far as case uses. But if you were in a pinch and you needed something with fast autofocusing, a lot of frames per second. Just as a carry-around camera, just to shoot almost kind of anything, generally speaking, it's a good camera.
It's nice.
It's a nice to have. But
I
can see why.
I shot a few portraits with the RX100 Mark VI. It's nice, Danny. It is nice. Got a lot of winners from that RX100 Mark VI. Nice and compact. Obviously, the zoom lens
Oh,
of the year.
no surprise.
No surprise.
No
Tamron
surprise.
28-75.
No surprise.
Who's even surprised about that? Tamron 28-75.
Yeah.
Prime lens of the year is the 24 G Master. Can confirm it's a very solid lens. It's very nice. But what surprised me was the runner-up option. They awarded the prime lens of the year runner-up the Sigma 56 1.4, and this lens literally just came out.
Hey, that's a little unfair. That lens has barely came out.
I would say that's more of a 2019 lens than a 2018 lens.
That's a little bit odd.
But
I'm getting a little suspicious here of DPReview. That's just a little strange.
Yeah, runner up.
I feel like the people should have had a chance to actually use the darn thing a little bit, but I don't know, man. It's interesting.
And you're gonna like this, Danny. You're gonna like this. The entry level camera of the year, the Canon M50.
That's right. That's right.
The Canon M50.
I was using that today. I was using the EOS M50 today. I'm so sorry, everybody. I was using it. It has a flippity flip screen, man. It has a flippity flip
out screen. And it's what bothers me is just that it's a different lens, it's a different mount, right? It's different from the EOS R, it's different from the regular Canon EF. So it's just like an entire ecosystem of its own. Yeah. But
it just dropped, and the price dropped to the point where it was worth getting. And when it first came out, it was not very appealing, but at the price that it's now at, it's worth looking at too. For the people that need the flippity flip out screen and the dual pixel stuff, I think it's worth it. You might hate me for it, but it's worth it.
And Photo Miak is in the house, so he's going to be glad to hear this. The high-end interchangeable camera of the year, the Z7.
What? Oh my!
That's what DPReview said. There's Z7. It's the high-end interchangeable lens camera of the year.
What does Photo Miak think? Is that right? Is that accurate?
Photo Miak, let us know your thoughts.
Do you feel like that's the good call? That's the right call.
Photo Miak.
I mean, but the question is, what else came out in that particular? You said the high end, right? Full frame, high end. What else was it?
Oh, let me see. What were they comparing it against?
Not saying the Z7's bad or anything, but I haven't had a chance to use it or anything.
I don't know. I'm getting there. Oh, there it is. Ooh, that's not it.
Jason.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. The G9, the Panasonic G9 versus the GH5S versus the Fujifilm GFX50R versus the Z7. And out of those four was the Z7.
They were comparing a medium format in the same category.
I guess best high end. That's the high end.
Oh my gosh.
Photo Miak says Z7 for the high end of the year. I'm calling BS on that
list. Oh man. How much did they pay them, guys? How much? What's going on here? Let's get the people on DPReview on here right now. Let's go.
Ed Plateau says A7 III thumps the C6 for autofocus. And I mean, the A7 III won the best mid-range interchangeable lens camera. So there you go. Okay. So moving on to the last few on the list of this reward. DJI Ronin S is the best video accessory of the year.
That's right.
It was being against like the
Here we go.
Everybody has it. Everybody has the Ronin S.
And that $25 cable. Damn you, DJI. Should have been free.
It was kind of weird because they pit it against like really different things. It was like a Atomos Ninja 5.
Oh, okay.
DaVinci Resolve.
What?
It was Cine 2840 and the 105 lenses. It was just in that category. I don't know. That's weird.
Where was the Sigma 105? That should have been something.
I don't know. I didn't recall seeing it on the list. But
it looks like my Sigma 56 came in all of a sudden.
I didn't even what? The FedEx guy just dropped.
My brother just handed it to me. So like my 56 1.4. I'm not doing unboxing here.
Live unboxing. Unboxing.
No live unboxing.
He also saved that for his own channel, for his own video.
That's right.
I get
That's
it.
right.
I get
Let me just open it and then retape it and make it look like I opened it again.
Oh, we won't force you to open it.
It's too late, Jason. We're opening it right now.
Oh my gosh. Okay, all right. I'll stop talking so Danny can
No,
narrate.
it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm just gonna. Oh, there it is. Look at that beauty. That's as far as we'll go. We'll say it for another 10. 2 o'clock in the morning, guys. You'll see.
Imagine you open up, it's not the 56. It's your iPad Pro.
That would be really bad if like I opened it and it was something better.
Yeah.
It was an A9. It wasn't what I ordered.
We'll be like, Danny, explain yourself. Okay, just to quickly finish off the list here. Smartphone camera of the year, surprisingly, is not the Google Pixel 3. It's the iPhone XS. But I think the Google Pixel 3 got their most innovative award because the way that it uses their technology to like lessen the grain in a low light photo or something like that.
Their camera and the AI they're using, the technology they're using in there is really great.
So it got that award, but the camera of the year, the smartphone camera of the year, goes to the XS.
Ah, got it.
And last but not least, prosumer drone of the year, Mavic Pro 2.
I mean, was there any other competition? Who else was there to compete with?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question.
I feel like they were just competing with themselves, right? I mean, that's all I heard. It's not like there was a GoPro Karma 2 or something like that. I didn't hear about that GoPro Karma 2.
I don't know. I lost it. Couldn't find it.
But I think that's it.
You guys can check into the list, look into all of their reasonings on the DPReview.com. They have it right on their splash screen. So just click on that. Give them some hell for certain things that you don't agree with. Don't shoot us. We're just the messenger. Anyways, before we move on, well, we're gonna start rounding up the Q&A right now because it's 7:48. So let us know, #QA, what sort of questions that you have for me and Danny. It could be anything. Just throw it out there, and we'll do our best to answer all of them within the next 10 minutes or so. But just really quickly, while you guys queue up the Q&A for us, the news just broke out like a couple hours ago that this brand new horror film movie that just came out in the theaters called The Possession of Hannah Grace was shot entirely on the Sony a7SIII. And they weren't using native Sony lenses. They were using the Hawk anamorphic lenses from Vantage. So I have no idea what this movie is about, but I am not a big fan of horror, so I didn't watch it.
Its summary says, a shocking exorcism spirals out of control, claiming the life of a young woman. Months later, morgue worker Megan Reed takes delivery of a disfigured cadaver during the graveyard shift. Locked inside the basement quarters, Megan's horrifying visions soon lead her to believe that the body's possessed. 5.4 out of IMDb, 11% on Rotten Tomatoes, 1 out of 4, Roger Ebert. Doesn't look like it's doing too well.
Movie story-wise, not doing too well. Man, you have one hell of a synopsis, man. My synopsis is just literally 2 sentences.
Man, I just read it on the internet, man. Don't give me any credit, Jason. There's no credit.
I got it on IMDb. It literally just says when a cop who is just out of rehab takes a graveyard shift in the city and faces a bizarre violent event by an entity from one of the corpses. That's it. That's all I have.
Now we got to look at the video, right? The movie, and look at, okay, there's the Sony colors coming in right there. Looks really bad. You got to do the color correction. And
I'm tempted, man. I'm tempted to watch because the whole thing was that they shot entirely on A7S2, and they said they had like 4 or 5 units kind of ready to go during the whole production, and they're just all saying that it's such a game changer for the cinema. Because they're using really high-end glass, and then on a less than $3,000 full-frame body, and they're getting this incredible look with a full-frame sensor. So
yeah, they would definitely be getting that really nice shallow depth of field with that full frame. I'm just curious to see whether or not they were taking advantage of that low light capability in certain cases in the film. I'm just curious about that.
And it's a horror film too, so I would imagine, and just based on the lovely synopsis that you read out about the hospital morgue, I assume it's going to be pretty damn dark. So, not saying that they didn't probably use any lights. I'm sure they have to use some lights, but
yeah,
kind of want to go and watch for research purposes.
All right, so that's like homework, everybody. So is that everyone's homework to go watch The Possession of Hannah Grace? So
whoever watched Possession of Hannah Grace, please let us know what you think of the movie.
All right.
Per Anderson, did they mention how many batteries they used? I would assume they have some sort of external battery pack going on, because when we shot with the A7S II for commercials and stuff, I remember we had to attach this. It's so cumbersome. We had to attach this giant battery pack to the camera just to have it powered and running the whole time.
All right, we ready to rock and roll, Jason?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Fancy Shoes Blogs QA channel reviews ? I don't know.
Channel reviews?
That'd be interesting.
What's channel reviews?
Reviewing people's channels.
Oh, like YouTube channel?
I guess so.
Maybe.
Josh Park, QA, what do you think about the upcoming DJI Osmo Pocket? We kind of talked a little bit about that, but
I think it's pretty cool. Just tiny little stabilizer stick thing. I don't know, Danny.
It really is just the fact that the technology just keeps improving.
Yeah.
If you think about it, it's constantly, every year there's something crazy that comes around the corner. So I like it for what it can do. Whether I'm going to get one personally, the answer is probably no. But I think it might be right for some people.
I think it's such a low profile camera. It just makes it really appealing, because like me and Danny are just like image quality snobs. So Danny would go the extra mile and put his camera on the Ronin S.
No. What do you mean? What do you mean I'm not going to vlog with the Ronin S and walk around like this and carrying this around WPPI?
Oh my gosh.
It's a terrible idea.
Yeah. I would personally put something like the RX0 on like a gimbal, but then again, that's I'd probably do something like that, knowing me.
Let's see here. QA Sky's asking, do you think DJI is going to compete with Zhiyun's 2 new gimbals?
Obviously,
they're going to have to. Yeah,
for sure. I want DJI to release a lightweight gimbal for mirrorless cameras, like the Weeble Lab. I think that's because right now the Zhiyun's really dominating that market with the lightweight gimbals for the mirrorless systems. So someone needs to come in and challenge them with that.
Yeah. Joshua Mooneyham, with the A9 rebate, do you think they'll be dropping the price and releasing an A9 Mark II? I think we'll probably see an A9 Mark II maybe close to 2020. Before the Summer Olympics.
That'd be it. That'd be one hell of a camera to shoot with for the Olympics.
If not A9R, who knows?
Lorraine Freely Kirk, will there be any more sales on the Sony a7 III? I don't know.
Maybe, maybe not. Maybe during Christmas time,
December.
Maybe not.
I would err to the more maybe not. If anything, they would probably bundle some stuff with the a7 III, but it's not going to come down from that $2,000 price tag.
Kamal Azizi, QA, is it dangerous flying drones when there are birds? Does flying higher solve the problem?
That's a question for somebody with an actual.
Where's our drone guy? There's a drone guy.
Someone with a drone license, an FAA license. Usually birds are pretty smart not to fly into drones.
Casper711024 says, Danny, I bet you make babies cry. I used to read to kindergartners all the time. I'm the Lorax. I speak for the trees. When I was a librarian.
Long story short, Danny does not read to kindergarten students anymore.
Not anymore.
He teaches high school student now. He makes the high school student cry.
Yeah, with all the assignments I give them. I wonder if they're watching the stream right now. They probably are.
Yeah. Prashant. Sigma 56 or the 8518 for portraits on the A6500. Honestly, the 56 is a lot more doable. Yeah, much easier focal length to work with.
I don't know yet. I just got mine in, so we'll see what happens. But I think 56 seems to work a little better. At 85, it's a little shaky, Jason, on an APS-C. That's the vibe I usually get. Yeah. You got to work a little further away. I think 56 might be. It would be nice if it was a 56 1.2, though. That'd be extra spicy.
Oh,
it's not.
Let's see here. Shutter Safari QA. Are you guys having issues with the SanDisk? 128 gigabyte. I'm assuming it's your Extreme Pro card. There's no updates to that yet, but you can use them on your slot too.
Yeah, I haven't had any issues, but like I said, me and Jason have said we've had the older ones prior to this new thing happening.
And Plateau. Jason, your review convinced me to get the 8518. Find it useful. Absolutely love it. If you have a full frame camera and you want to do portraits, 8518. It's a solid choice.
Whoa. Jason, read it.
There we go. Oh, see. Okay. Rick Rat, $15 super chat donation. Either of you going to do portrait lens roundup for the APS-C? With the release of the Sigma 56 1.4, it gets the 51.8 cheaper than and the 85 1. Okay, got it. Yeah, I actually ordered the 51.8 from B&H, so that should be coming in this week. I'll see if I can do some.
This guy. Which 50 though?
It's the OSS APS-C.
Oh, Jason Vong stepping it up.
You know, it seems like there's a lot of people are having questions about that when I post my first impression. So I was like, oh, you know what? I'll just drop some money and get the 1.8.
Cygnus Q&A. Is the Sigma 56 worth getting when you already have the Tamron 20 to 75 f2.8 as just a hobbyist?
I don't think
so. Maybe you don't need the Sigma 56 1.4, but you're on an APS-C body, right? I'm guessing
he was on a full frame body because he said he already had a Tamron.
Yeah, I don't know. If you're on a full frame, then I wouldn't get the Sigma 56 1.4.
Tex Manly Man, can they see our text? Yes, I can. Fancy shoe vlogs. Should I start my own camera company for manufacturing YouTuber cameras?
Yes, do it right now.
Flip out, 8K, 60 frames per second, flip out screen. Thank you. You're welcome. $1 million idea right there.
Make sure it takes Sony mount. I don't want to buy new lenses, guys.
Mike A just picked up the Sigma 24 1.4. What do you think about the video autofocusing on the gimbal compared to the 24 G Master? I'm using the A7 III. G Master is going to be way better. Trust me. We've tested it. Well, we haven't tested that specific combo, but we tested a lot of Sigma lenses for video autofocus.
Danoy TV. Should I buy the A7 III already or just wait for the new camera to release? I mean, the only one we see on our radar is potentially an A7S III and maybe an A7000, like an update. So if that's on your radar, maybe
you need the camera now. Just get it now. 7 III is still a really good camera.
Yeah.
Cool. Wow. Dang. Did we just are we caught up?
I think so.
Oh my gosh, that's like the first time ever. And we have 1 minute to spare. Okay, Danny. I mean, what can the folks expect from you?
I'm gonna unbox the 56 somehow, and I'm gonna test some low light tomorrow evening. I don't know. Should I use the A6000? I'm sure everyone's sick and tired of the A6000. Let me know if you're tired of the A6000.
No one's tired of the A6000. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
We'll test that out, and I got some other stuff I filmed today, so maybe I'll try and get a video out. Got to beat Jason Vong. He's making it up there, guys. We got to slow him down just a little bit. Subscribe to Jason Vong.
So close to 100,000 plaque. So close.
We need to do a Jason Vong versus that one camera guy, like PewDiePie versus T-Series. We got to do.
What they used to call that? Diss track.
Diss track.
Oh my gosh,
folks! As we're winding down, don't forget to smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so to Jason Vong, aka Jason Vong. Can't go wrong.
And next week's gonna be on Danny's channel, so you see more of that flashing like button.
Hopefully, we'll finally have the little that thing that just shows up on the screen when something crazy happens. We'll see.
Danny's gonna experiment with that.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Might be a bad idea, but we'll see. And by then, we'll both have used the 56 1.4. Well, I'm waiting on my end here to use it, so we can talk more about that. So,
cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next week on Danny's channel. Peace.
Peace.